Peace FM 104.3. Who to meet Taki?
The controversy was brewing over this national health insurance matter. Let me decided that Matumubune might share some of the records because I have to be honest. Area Bia mean family research antenna name koi. I decided that let me ask few questions. Let me search for some records na nyama. In the process me say amanfo so more arguments na nyama coordinate. First of all, Kwame.
Yeah.
Some of the things I heard it in the onion new. And what last text I tried over my redirection.
Yeah.
The same old noise you recycle. Meanwhile, now they focus on what we can do to ensure this scheme, which I'm told I think is the biggest of all the social interventions in our history. That's what the experts are saying in terms of death in any scope and any coverage and what the benefits are supposed to be. It is the biggest ever. Of course, why evolve over a period of time? But then deal with the specifics. The recent press conference, the forum, NDC forum. I've been asking myself, this all-time is it really a huge challenge? Why?
Kweku.
Tama Samimuye mu event. At the time you were doing the event, were you aware, say, dealing with all-time capital predated the present management?
Yes, we are aware.
Did you indicate that at the press conference?
It didn't come out that way.
That was not the issue.
No, I'm just asking.
No, please.
It didn't. I'm just asking.
Yeah, you're
didn't.
correct. No.
Okay, Kwame.
Kweku.
Because I read the documentation, and I'm dealing with that first, because we raise specific issues. We'll deal with as far as my capability goes. Kwame. Yeah. Say if your records now or you true there, when National Health Insurance Authority, they began to deal with all-time capital 2012.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
When you due diligence then, yes sir.
Yeah.
Do you have a copy of it?
Even the minutes on the face of
maybe
the letter. No?
You don't have a copy of the due diligence.
Not in the
report.
studio.
Yes.
Yeah, not in the studio currently.
2. In the process, they gave a guarantee, a security as you call it.
Yes.
Do you have a copy? You don't have. You haven't
not
seen
in the
it.
studio.
But you've seen it.
At least on the face of that letter, no,
yes,
it's indicated the
the
security is there.
Danger.
Unless it is being suggested that due diligence ought to have been done on yearly basis. I am asking whether the due diligence now year 2012 that all established the all-time capital, viable and quality group to deal with it, was erased by 2017 or 2018.
Oh, so due diligence was done in 2012?
That's what he says.
Yes,
and I want to believe
on the face of that
why would we need due diligence again?
Because a company can be solvent in 2012 and be insolvent in 2014.
So 2013, more due diligence.
Yes,
the management
anytime.
No, maybe.
Yes,
I know
I'm talking to Sly Mensa. And this morning I spoke to him.
See. And the records are available to show that 2012 there was due diligence, 2013 there was, 2014 there was.
Yes.
You are sure?
Yes.
Watch it.
Yeah, due diligence every
Watch
year.
it. Watch it. What am I
Okay. Uncle, yeah.
Because Kwame, my checks showed that it wasn't that way. But there was a guarantee, security, as you are saying.
Yes.
There were copy and I'm asking, this copy take this guarantee. Was it only for 2012? The company guaranteeing this transaction with National Health Insurance, was it for only exclusively for 2012? or for its relationship, the investment, which, and I have copies of the investments 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015. Was this guarantee not backing it?
It must have.
Lawyer.
It must have. Common sense means it must have.
It must have.
No.
Eh?
If you can read it, fine, but
no.
you can't apply common sense in that way, because a company cannot issue a general perpetual guarantee for all transactions forever. It is not possible.
So the question arises: did they renew this guarantee year by year?
You see, the point is that
Sammy says yes.
The requirement is that at any point in time, I will invest in any company. No, I was aware with checks about the financial sustainability, the financial position of that company.
The principle is right. That's why I'm asking.
Yes.
That one, then it means we are being told that year by year, National Insurance and Health Insurance Authority, no way due diligence year by year.
The fund management every year, according to
the guarantee, and then this guarantee was also renewed year by year.
According to Sammy.
That is by implication, Nyadama, per Sammy's submission.
It must not even
now,
be a
what
renewal.
It means.
It may be a different form of security.
Wow.
For different transactions.
No, so what it means, you know what I'm excited about? I mean, man, I made a message.
Yeah.
And then I start it. I have to be honest that what I'm research and message now are incomplete. I have to be very honest with you, because this is one area me feel there the politicization are turned too ugly and too protracted and ought to stop. That's why I'm asking the lead question. And you know, by tomorrow or by Monday, we'll know whether year by year, because these are records, or you're verifiable. These are records.
I will be surprised if year by year it is done.
But since he knows,
because if I may add, many lawyer, many investment analyst, but investment thinking. Common sense tells me that if I put 10,000 CDs in, say, Best Point savings and loans,
Go security.
Well, Best Point, and now say the following year, rolling over. Now me decide say me send another 10,000, but 3 years later. And if I'm saying due diligence,
mistake. You know what? In this particular case, 2018 transaction was not a rollover transaction. I've shown that with the documents.
But it was a transfer with the same organization.
And the reason why NDC was using, for example, her bank BTC Unibank. In 2011, now the financials were so good, say it was the best indigenous bank in Ghana. But in 2016, the situation changed dramatically. So if you were assuming, say, because it was sound in 2011 to do CK Kushim in 2016, without doing an appraisal of the financial situation of the company at the time of investment now. So that is it.
I'll take from where? I'm proceeding on the premise Sammy has established. And so beyond that premise, what it means is that sooner than later, say access records are also the year by year the National Health Insurance Authority. No one year due diligence year by year.
I find that quite difficult to believe, though.
Yes.
Well, but he says so, and he says he's spoken. You know why? He says he's spoken to Sly,
and he spoke to him this morning.
Me?
I'm told he spoke on Peace FM this morning.
No. You see how people lie to you.
Oh,
yeah.
And then I think another
could be one of your networks.
Yes, but in this line, Kasa,
no big deal. It could be one of your networks.
And then you mentioned Kasa on Eyewitness.
Okay.
Yes. So a big deal. We will establish whether there were annual due diligence. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Every year, from 2012 to 2016.
Yeah.
So that we would ask why the new management of 2017 and 2018 did not also follow that convention.
And under our time, CKB unlocked that.
It doesn't matter. You see, that I'm not sure, because there is no definite conclusion. Say, scanner lock it. Whatever you define, how you define it. The new management and board have decided, say, won't be changing where they invest and how they invest. That's a policy decision. So a decision was taken that right to these people to transfer our monies. And then, from what I hear, they would have ended any transaction with them. That's a policy decision they've taken.
By the new chief executive?
Yes. And then these people write back, say, oh, give us an extension.
1 year, Uncle.
But the whole thing, Uncle Sanachana, annual.
And they are asking for another one?
No, it doesn't matter. It may come, we reduce our guarantee, make it all sorts of things, guarantees. So, one year BBR, that kind of thing. So, that one can come as implications to the default, if we call it a default, for another year. So, maybe view this, Kwame.
Yes, Kweku.
On check, whether or not annual renewals of due diligence were underway or not. The guarantee, at least, maybe that's when they started the business.
Yeah.
Whether it was restricted, exclusive to 2012. And for that matter, beyond 2012, no, they continue to renew. Maybe new business where,
or they could continue to issue different security instruments.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's the same in principle.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's good to find that out. Into Kwame. On that basis, now me for the noise around this all capital, too high. Except there's some of them one interpretation in there. Skibia lock. Actually, I hear cries canayo. I'm not too sure. It hasn't got into that stage.
There are redemption issues. Health insurance is trying to redeem since
but
November.
You see, what you have done,
November last year.
Yes, correct. But what you have done is to interpret that to mean that it be mismanagement, be a misinvestment, if you allow that description. And for that matter, I affected the ability to pay other facilities. For instance, you mentioned Cape Coast. That's the point. You are linking.
Yeah.
And it's the linkage that is your
Well,
right.
The 17.5 million was with the authority. At least they will have some liquid to pay some service providers.
That is your interpretation. That's how you see
it.
But we are not suggesting.
We're not owing facilities.
Exactly the point I'm making. We are not suggesting that the authority has gone bankrupt because of the 17 million. That's the point I'm making.
This is the former chief executive officer, Mr. Arno.
Yes.
Was it NHIS may grant to a halt in 12 months?
Of course,
National Insurance Board. And this is very recent. So,
and his reason was?
You know, these things, I don't overrate them. They are important, but I don't overrate them. I can produce to you right now, Ghana Medical Association, June 2016, also contemplating the collapse of national health insurance. But that didn't mean that it was really good. In fact, the NPP itself
says it was
on a campaign trail to say that the thing was virtually collapsing. That's a fact. No, it made 17 point cannot be used to suggest that the authority is on the verge of collapse.
Please tell Abdul Malik Kweku Baako that nobody should waste their time about anything so-called annual due diligence. In real business, it doesn't work like that. Unless you have a suspicion of some kind done in crime. Please, I'm reading if you don't mind. Musa Abattoir in Kumasi. Sami Jemfi is making a submission. I love it. Devoid of unnecessary insinuation. Well, then you're not listening. Let Kweku Baako and my boss Sampine dispute it with facts, not emotions. Musa Abattoir. Sampine says you are fired. And then
right for them to
this one says
just 2 minutes. 7 minutes, 8 minutes. Sami gave you 2 minutes.
Okay, what's I take
NHIS paracetamol zara bane tu akawe. Na meka musu moyam kwami.
Asu obazu no here. Kwekwe
No. I read the text message. I wouldn't interrupt it.
Yes, in fact, I read you Augustine. Augustine says, let Kweku Baako and all of you do more investigations. For all you know, that initial NHIS money probably was what was used to establish that particular company. Think about it.
Oh no, Kweku Baako.
I leave it there.
That all-time company.
Okay.
We should look at that.
And in fact, issues we have under all time in 2017, 2018 in relation to Capital Bank collapse.
I mean, Koda area, Kwame, a dangerous part to say, unless me were evidence.
Oh, what's the kind of investigation? What kind of can I know?
Oma me leader.
Uncle, the lead we are going to look for prudence, diligence.
If you see your time, I'll close.
And the way they are making investment decisions.
Yes.
I'm a start me researcher. Me pose questions. Same abuam some leads answers here and there. Within the next week, whether I'm part, then our annual renewal in terms of due diligence and the guarantee or whatever security. Because not sit the measure. Then I won't fault the new management, for continuing with the investment. Even though I'm told that the new board they decided that look, continue with that company. Not just that.
So they are de-investing.
Yes, and others. They are doing a renewal of reformat.
Chief executive is doing better.
One in account them letters see occasion those letters. But whatever it is, still it's canon on your way. It may have been locked up temporarily, but it is there.
But there's a lockdown. And there is no clear indication as to
because the letters reflect a challenge for the
liquidity challenge.
Yes, the letter reflects that. I mean, nobody should be denying such things. But then the conclusion there, it might have led to some financial loss or inability of the authority to fulfill its obligations. I say that is of doubtful validity. Now, Kwame, you move to the whole animal call. Is it 1.2 billion Ghana cedis? Yes, it's true. But the president will make such an assertion that I'm sure that you be with Parliament. I'm not going to be with Buchi. There was an event there. The NDC always they are contesting it on new subject matter. It's true, we take the one or two MPs, so we're contesting. My names are I don't
contesting social media, not in Parliament House.
That is the extension I wanted to draw. Even but whatever it is still yes, I think so. Even on Newsfire, so it's also anything new. Nah, Kwame, my preliminary checks be a me ended. Share me there. I was told, informed. And I'm double checking that end 2016, and this is official records will be released to prove it. Maybe the summit talks about some 450 million, 425 using is it allocation
formula? Yes.
And the advance no about the funding gap. Sonny Reeds also claims RES. There's a contest there, Kwame. We need to verify. I mean, some of these things you don't jump to conclusions, but what is showing here is claims RES, advances or funding gap. See, I mean, my Martin Kwame.
Yeah.
In 2016, RES no about 844 million.
844 million.
As at the close of 2016.
Oh, okay.
And now you are telling me the figure of 400.
Interesting. Mini.
You have it at 800.
It's 425 because part was paid.
That's interesting. Yeah. This I've asked for these documents which you are holding. I don't have, but I was told by an authoritative source, and I've asked for the documentation. So perhaps one here we ran whatever was 800, which you accept.
Yeah.
And then that is to the service providers. And then there was another 200 owed to the suppliers. They are non-medical related entities. 200 million. All making about $1 billion.
Yeah. Then
from January 2017 to March 2017, when the old executive, that is the one that is that's Mr. Ano's administration, they presided over that period. An extra 200 million came on board,
which arose in 2017.
Yes,
And not 2016.
Not 2016.
Correct.
I mean, let's be factual.
Exactly.
The 1.2 in terms of the components, what I have been told, and I'm saying that fortunately, while we record over here, I've indicated the first figure. I'm coming.
Okay.
We'll deal with that.
Okay.
But at least this document you brought here.
It was 844 million and 418 million was provided to pay parts, and then maybe now
I have exactly 7 minutes to end my show.
Oh, don't waste my years. Take your dictatorship away.
Well, the person protesting the most is the one who was late.
Take your dictatorship away.
Well,
today we are burying it.
Happily, I am still the benevolent dictator.
When you now go to Brazil,
at least I did one more run.
Unfortunately, you don't have.
No, you can't do that.
No, you don't.
But to be fair to
but how come there? But how come there? Time Aquadam.
Because Kweku, he showed up at 9:18 a.m.
That's interesting.
Some of them
okay, quickly.
Because the agreement they say I'll start at 8:30.
I don't mind because here at the
But this one says, with all due respect, please tell Sampine Musa Abattoir is a level 300 student of communication at the Christian Service University College in Kumasi.
I thought you were joking. But Sampine, I thought you were joking. When you say you meant business,
a minute.
And
I still stand by it.
Oh, but it's also,
that's not fair.
But social media,
I know. Some Jafi knows that the right messages you are supposed to send.
Police,
I say,
what's a cadet?
But Kweku, one of your friends, Larry Dogbe, says regards to Mr. Baako and also to the two feuding Psalms, Sampine and Sam Jenfi from Kumasi.
No, he's Sami, I'm Sam, he's Sami.
And also that Ghana-oriented Cape Coast fisherman who went to Odogono Secondary School. Larry Dogbe sends his regards. And then he has a long write-up about NHIS, which I'll read from that for now. Can we know what NHIS has been getting from Snitch?
Okay,
Larry, Kweku Baako says bring it to him. He's doing research. Kweku, finish. Yes.
Into 1.2 in fact, subsequent cry some 350 million so account
in 2017.
Yes, yeah. Be 1.5. Ne interceptee, and it's important that agency may bobo moji. So we'll make what records, public records. Sometimes when controversies like this happen, one input by giving the public I will ask the media to go and ask them. Kwame, Controller and Accountant General Department, one who document in the Mikete are also payments to the National Health Insurance team. Okay? From February to December 2017, we are 1.2 billion.
February to December 2017.
Yes.
Which are 1.2 billion to who?
Being what?
Outstanding payments. February was 80 million part payments of outstanding claims. March, there's no indication. April, 76.6 million. I'm cutting them short. Part payment of outstanding claims. May, 80 million. Part payments of outstanding claims. July, 140 million outstanding claims to 165 districts. Same, over 2018. From June to July 2017 for payments, it's always outstanding.
Because they were also accruing costs in 2017.
It doesn't matter.
So this is not to suggest that arrears as at 31st December 2016 was 1.2 billion.
No, but my mathematical...
Yes. The arrears was 425.
No. what I have been told.
Let me read that part to you so that we can settle.
You want
So we have paragraph 8.1.1. Was it claims arrears amounting to 844.02 million Ghana cedis is estimated to be outstanding by December 31st, 2016 for the months of April to 2016. From April to December 2016. An amount of 418.23 from National Health Insurance Levy / net contribution relating to 2016 would be used to defray part of the arrears, leaving outstanding arrears of 425.7 million.
And yet they say they don't want me to be a dictator.